Should be topic number 5 is twerking to get votes. This came with the link. Let's check it out and discuss it. Actually, I forgot this was an article. So the title of this article says Democrat Rhode Island State Senator Tiara Mack ripped for video of herself twerking. Let me see if this is the video here. It's taking forever to load up. Yeah, okay, so here's a video here. What the hell? Hold on a second. Technical difficulty. Something happened. I want to show you the video, but this is taking so long to load up for some reason. Here you go. What the hell? All right. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, because something happened here. Something happened here where this is not. This article is giving a problem. The site.
I think most of us have seen the video though, Joe Coco.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's welcome back Brother Bakari. I heard Brother Bakari talking about this with the forecast last night. Make sure you guys are tuned in to both of those shows. I don't know why this thing is acting up. So if you guys in the chat saw the video of this Democratic senator twerking, just drop a 1 for me in the chat if you saw the video. With that said, Brother Bakari, you're back. Tell us your feelings about this senator twerking for votes.
Excuse me. Yeah, like I said, man, when I saw the video, I still haven't seen her video. I've heard people talking about it. You know, she's actually twerking for votes. Did any politicians come out and say something about her twerking for votes? Because I've only heard people talking about it. So let's say hypothetically, people in the Democratic Party come out and talk about it. So, but they didn't come out and vote the get your booty to the poll video when they were trying to convince black people to vote for Joe Biden, and they got women on the stripper pole with somebody. Get your booty. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that commercial?
Yep.
Get your booty to the pole. Get your booty to the pole. My thing is, right, they used women for that. Then they had to pretty stroll to the pole. Do y'all remember that commercial, right? So if they used women for votes, right? So maybe this senator felt she looked good enough to use herself. Do I agree with it? No, because twerking ain't gonna get me to vote for you. You don't have nothing on your plate for black people, so why in the hell am I don't give a damn how well you twerk. I might like, damn, she look good on the beach twerking, but I ain't going to the poll to vote for you because you have no agenda for black people. Now, I know when I was on forecast last night, and I know what I said, but in all honesty, it is what Leonard Curve just said. It's disrespectful, and it's embarrassing, and it shows how people play on black people stupidity, our ignorance, or our disorganization. Similar to, well, just like Hillary, she take hot sauce with her everywhere she go. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. You know, and we fall for stuff like that. So that was then, this is now. And so now they see our women have been over-sexualized. So that's also one of the stereotypes they used about black people back in the day, about how our sex, we love sex. They thought we would rape their women or whatever. So our women is being over-sexualized, and they feel they can use women to get black men to go vote. When I first saw it, like I said, I didn't know what it was. I said, okay, shit, but that's stupid. And that's it. She's falling right in line, using, and they're playing, trying to play on black people, ignorance or stupidity, or whatever. I think it's more not ignorance, it's more stupidity if we gonna go vote for somebody because they can do a good beach twerking video or because they strolled to the pole, or they did the video, get your booties to the pole. I'll yield the mic.
Brother Bakari, there's I saw Zuli is in the chat and some others who said they did not see the video. So on the screen right now, I've been playing it with no sound. I'm going to play it with sound now so you guys can get an idea what the advertisement was.
Vote Senator Mack. Vote Senator Mack.
So there it is. That's the video. I had to go to
Did
Twitter.
she say vote Senator Mack, or she just say Senator Mack? I don't know.
She said vote Senator Mack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's my first time ever hearing her see her video. First time.
Yeah. So that's what it was. So those who didn't see it, there you go. That's the video. With that said, Marcus Garvey in the chat says, how does a twerk equal political discourse? The Democrats let FBA know the level to which they will approach the issues politically. But you see, this goes back to the conversation that we just had before. These guys advertise with the lowest energy material. And let's be honest, it doesn't take much to advertise to a toddler. So the lowest energy material, that's what they do. Okay, put a chick on a beach, with a nice little body and make her stand on her head and twerk. And they believe that will reach the inner teenager, I guess, right? Or the hot girl summer folks, right? To go out and vote. That's the problem. The learning curve says her white liberal handlers are proud because she waved the flag of her Ivy League education. Learning curve says, I hope they vote her out. Marcus Garvey says, only in America, right? The learning curve says she a whole LGBTQRSTUV member. She is, because I read some stuff about her where she's pushing for children in schools to be taught about queer sex or something like that, right? Daily affirmation by Pauline is here. She said a trigger happy true. KW97 says Tara Mack is an alphabet agenda soldier who sexualizes children by teaching pleasure-based sexual education. Exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you for that, KW97. Jay, did you happen to catch this?
Yes, I happened to catch this and played it a few times. Sorry, and that's it.
Had to
And
make
that's it. It's it's United States politics. I don't have anything sensible to say to it because I don't see anything sensible in it. And I wouldn't know what to say about it. She's I would do her.
Sure.
I'm sorry for that remark, but that's what the video makes me say.
All right, let's move on from Jay before this goes down a wrong path. Let's go to let's welcome in Razuli. Razuli, how are you this week?
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I'm good. I saw the video. I just wanted to see it again, but what we're not seeing. There's another video where.
You gotta speak a little louder. Your volume is low.
Can you hear me?
It's the same volume, yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah, there's a longer video where she's surrounded by her white female friends, and they're encouraging her to do this. Again, I want to blame Two Life Crew for all of this. I'm using a simp book from Mr. Untouchable. I'm blaming the men for this. If we didn't,
I got you, though.
if we didn't sexualize the black woman from the beginning and keep on doing it on TV, now they're using it on their own, and they're doing it on their own to sexualize themselves. And then let's not forget, like somebody said, she's backed by a good. She's doing this because she's backed by a certain group of people that no matter what she does, it doesn't matter. And they said there's nobody running against her anyway.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, nobody's running against her. I would say, like Mr. Bakari said, that's a disgrace. It's nice to see, but it only makes me take any sexual thoughts about her. It doesn't make me think she's smart. Ivy League. What is the Ivy? I have a bachelor's, dude. You only have a bachelor's from my Ivy League. Sit down. You would have thought she had a PhD. No, you just have a bachelor's in public health. So, like, this is a disgrace. But at the end of the day, we can't shame her because you know why? She doesn't respect us. We don't hold no weight to make her change her behavior because she's been funded by people who got money. So at the end of the day, and this is terrible. Like, and then
No, I have to push back against that as well. I have to push back in this sense.
go ahead.
We need to start deciding what it is we want to see from our folks. And so she needs to be, this lady needs to be shamed. She needs to be an outcast. I wish Gaston Up was here. These are the kind of folks who we can't deal with no more in the future. Once you do this kind of shit here for those folks, it's time to be done with you. We got to get this up out of it. And we got to teach our daughters and the children coming up that this is not the way to do it.
But Miss Goku, I get what you're saying. But look at the TV. Look at the when she's doing that, they think she's more approachable to her constituent. They think she's more reliable. Have you seen some of the things? They say, oh, she's reliable. Oh, I like to see a senator that does the same thing like me. Mind you, if she was twerking and somebody else took the video and nobody saw it, like I would have been like, all right, that's weird, but she's with her friends. But she purposely did that.
Yeah, that's an advertisement.
So what I'm saying is, if you look at the Cardi B, all the rap videos, all the thing videos, all the culture, the pop culture, it's all about this. How could you shame somebody when the status quo is behind her?
Change the culture.
We only 13%, bro. And she doesn't respect us. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Goku. If she had respect for black people, yes, we can. But she doesn't. Her bread and butter is not from us. We're not paying her.
You have some pop-in sound going on. So I'm gonna let you fix that.
I said her bread and butter is not from us. So she doesn't have to change. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, you got to fix your sound. There's something crackling when you speak.
Man, there's only one hand. That's the problem.
But let's go to Oni since he stepped up. Let's go to Oni. Oni, what say you to all of this?
Well, look, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. I ain't never been mad at no twerking video. I'm sorry. I ain't never been mad at no twerking video. But what I could say is this. Yeah, like I said, y'all got to get on TikTok. So this is a TikTok. This is 8 seconds, 20-second advertisement. See, y'all talking, well, if you're gonna advertise, you tell us your policies and blah blah blah. On TikTok, see, when you go on TikTok, the thing I learned about TikTok is that it's like a series of interpretive dance. Everybody's doing interpretive dance videos, and by interpretive dance videos, I mean they have some music in the background, and then they move along with that music. Everybody's constantly, you scroll up, ass cheeks. You scroll up, ass cheeks. You scroll up, ass cheeks. Then you scroll up and it's a story, and then you scroll past the story and you see more ass cheeks. Everybody's doing it. So her doing this on TikTok makes a lot of damn sense. And you talking about, your constituents don't like that? You have, like, y'all just got to go and just download TikTok. You got to download TikTok and you're going to figure out where your people are at this moment. Because they're not on this, let me read.
I didn't say her constituents didn't like that. I said her constituents like that.
No, I know. I'm agreeing with you, bro. I'm agreeing with you. I mean, like I said, just use your two hands on the mic, but I agree with you. But like, yeah, this is the reality. And some people might be like, man, I don't want to see her ass cheeks. I mean, come on. Her ass cheeks look better than her face. I ain't gonna hold you. like I'd rather see that.
No, I hear you, Oni. I hear you. And listen, as Bakari said earlier, and as you said and others, I ain't vexed at her twerking in a video. I'm upset that she thinks that is what'll get folks out to vote. that she thinks we are, you know, her constituents, and I'm guessing mostly her black ones that she's talking to, that is all it takes. Shake a little ass. That's all it takes to get us to go do something. That's quite insulting.
I'm look. I think that's like that might be some people's interpretation. For me, I feel like she just put on that vote Senator Matt because how you gonna end the video otherwise, right? I think she was literally just twerking in the beach because like the thing is this that women do this, women do that kind of stuff all the time. Like this is a normal thing, you know. Women shaking their ass, like women. Like I tell y'all, I went to this lounge the other day, just sitting there minding my business. Women were just shaking their ass. And then they pull out their cameras and shake their ass. And then they grab each other while they shaking their asses. That's what they're doing now.
Yeah, but that's
it don't make no sense. Huh?
That was in a lounge. I expect that in a lounge. This lady is...
No, this is a beach, my guy.
Yeah, she's on a beach. That's true. But the overall message is vote for her. And
yeah, I think she just tagged it on later, though. That's what I'm trying to say. I think she just tagged it on later. I feel like she was doing twerk. And then, you know, just to complete the video, it's like, you know, like when you slap on your...
I'm gonna have to interrupt you. She had a previous video that said, how many nipple slips do I get to get more votes? She was doing that. It's not just... There's another video where she's talking like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know anything but this video. But what I could say is that here's the thing about her, right? As KW7 said, she's all about pushing this sort of... Wait, where his message go? What, like his comment disappeared?
Yeah.
Yeah. Teaching pleasure-based sexual queer inclusive pleasure-based sexual education. She's on to that. Now, what that basically means is she ain't no damn prude, and she got to show that. You know. So what that does, like, unfortunately, you know, in the I used to know how the liberals thought. You know, so in the liberal thinking, right? When you are doing some radical, some different, some divergent, some over-sexualized things or whatever, right? You're pushing the boundaries. You're doing more. So the fact that she's a senator, the fact that she's like, oh, I'm sexy because she said she was sexy, right? The fact that she's doing that right there is appealing to her voter base, appealing to that black girl magic, that trans sexual, that so on and so forth. Because you know, I just looked at her page and she's like, I twerk for trans rights, I twerk for this, I twerk for that. Like this is appealing. Because if you're like, oh no, I'm going to respect the area and I'm going to, you know, be a prude, you do that, that's fine. But people are going to say you ain't that radical, you ain't that tough, you ain't about it. This is her saying I'm about that life. And that's what it, like, we just have to like face facts that this is what she was voted for. This is what she thinks she was voted for. And not to say that she thinks, oh, well, I'm sexy, that's why I was voted for. But she understands that she's supposed to be pushing the boundaries of what sex education is and how people look at sex and what sexiness is and what senators do and how you, because you're going to hear that all like I'll tell y'all this, matter of fact, I don't want to talk too much, but I'll tell y'all this. I had this African-American friend who was, you know, dropping the N-word all the time. I read this and that. And then I'm like, hey, I don't like that word, blah, blah. And she's like, I got this degree. And I know people with degrees that use the N-word. And I know blah, blah. And it's just like, there's this mentality that if you have a degree, like normal, not like, challenging, like essentially, I think she was like, oh, you think like a white person, like telling me I think like a white person because I think that people with degrees. No, I think that there's only one way to behave, blah, 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 blah. So this same thing that this lady was saying about with the N-word is the same thing she's going to do with the twerking. The same thing she did with the twerking. It's that there's this mentality that these people are actively trying to subvert, like kind of the countercultural, but to a weird extent that don't really add up to anything. And my thing is this, it's better than the N-word, one. Two, you know, she had the body for it. You know what I mean? Like it's not a bad move.
Yeah, not that I'm thirsty for it, but I'm waiting to see the white liberal woman that they put out here twerking for votes. Mr. Untouchable, what say you to this?
Oh, no problem. Speaking for the only monogamous sim for black women here on the show, I didn't particularly enjoy the video because my lady is standing over me right now, and I only have eyes for my own black lady standing up on her head and wiggling her bottom like that, and her panties like that, just like how you played it over and over again. So I really didn't enjoy the video. I would rather her be fully clothed, fully clothed like me and brother.
Even she enjoyed this video. Like, even she know this video is nice.
We don't particularly care for women dressing like this because we don't look at them and we just look at our own women. So that's why I start on that.
All right, that was the simp segment of Shoot the Breeze topic number 5. Any last words from anyone on the panel for this?
Yeah, just
Yes. Idiocracy. In idiocracy, this is supposed to happen only in 500 years from now. That's all.
Mm.
Can I say something?
Yeah. Speak up a little quicker before I start talking about moving on. But go ahead.
Yo, I think this is disgraceful because she's a senator. A senator is not supposed to do that. As a senator, you're supposed to be a different kind of person. I'm not. People are saying that, oh, it looks good. Yeah, I've seen better though, but still, she's a senator. That's why it's very disrespectful to me. I've never seen another race, an Asian, a Dominican, or a white person, a Chinese person doing this. This is a disgrace. Forget that she looked good. I've seen better twerking than that. That shit is below average. But if she's a senator, she's not supposed to be doing that. And somebody said she was saying twerking for this, twerking for that. She started posting that after she started doing backlash for this, as a way to, I guess, to clean it up.
Yeah, I think the whole point is that.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I think the whole point is that because she's a senator, she's doing this. Like the thing with like I said, one time when I was in high school, this white professor was telling us, well, I didn't know about hip hop history like that at the time, and so he was telling us like, oh, hip hop used to be countercultural, oh, we shouldn't behave like the white man kind of thing. So I think that whole thing, like there is like a deep kind of countercultural narrative that goes on here in America where it's like, just don't do what the white man's doing, speak different, dress different, act different, and then when you're in that role, you behave different, because one of the things the white boy demands that you behave like he does. And so sometimes you would push back on it. And so I think the whole appeal to this is that she is a senator, like you said, it's not like the best damn twerk you ever seen. It's kind of like, not the best angle, not whatever. Right.
It is
but
good though.
You come again?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You said I would? I mean, it's like, the thing is that when she said she was LGBT, I would, like, honestly, I'm not really chasing no LGBT. But like the thing is that it's because she's a senator and then she's doing this, and then because she has a degree, like a lot of black folk, especially black women, are gonna eat that up. Because a lot of black women are like, hey, I'm a professional and I twerk. I'm a professional and I dance. Or I make this much money and I'm still a hoe or something like that. Like they say that, and it. They say that. Like that's a thing that you will hear from black women all the time. And it's nothing against black women. It's just that that's a thing. And so now this woman's like, I'm a senator and I could twerk on my upside down. You know what I mean? And that's like the whole thing. And yeah, that's the whole thing.
Next week, Kamala Harris will introduce her OnlyFans page. Go ahead.
If I may, in all seriousness, if I may, the sister is in her 20s, late 20s, but she's still in the 20s. And if we was to go back and consider some of the things that we was getting into in our 20s,
we weren't senators though.
Yo,
hold on.
Stop simping, man. Damn.
Hold on, brothers. In our 20s, some of the things that we was getting into, it wasn't our most proudest moments. And I feel that sometimes that we should give people space to make mistakes sometimes. I think that sometimes we are extremely hard on one another, and we need to consider the fact that she is an accomplished woman. You can't take that away from her, but she is prone to make mistakes and error. I think that when she is in her 40s, she'll look back on this and this moment and say, maybe I shouldn't have done this. And I think that with us who are older and wiser men, I think that we should give some leeway to allow 20-year-olds to make 20-year-olds mistakes. And I feel like we are going very hard on her sometimes. And it is inappropriate. I agree. But I think that, we shouldn't make ourselves to be hypocrites, because if we was to think back when we was in our 20s, we was prone to error as well. So I would only say that sometimes with some things we should give the younger people some leeway. Sometimes you can't be so staunch like like one of these hard right-wing people. You have to give our people leeway at times. This is a bad decision, but she'll get over it. You know what I mean? And just like how we got over our bad decisions that we made in life, is the only thing is right now it's on the screen, it's on the social media right now. Everything is on the social media right now. Imagine, if you will, some of the shit that we got into in our 20s was on the social media. We'd be hiding our faces. I would not necessarily go as hard on her, because I understand that people make mistakes. She making 20-year-olds mistakes. That's the only thing I would say about that. Even though she's in fact an accomplished woman, give her that.
Well, I'll say this. Hold on a second. I'll say this. This is my take on it. She might be a 20-something-year-old. She's an educated woman. She's a senator. It's like imagine Marcus Garvey being stupid drunk on a corner pissing himself. Like, that's not a good fucking look. That's not acceptable. And
cool. I think that's unfair, brother. I think that's unfair.
Hold on. Another thing you said just now. Later on, she might regret it. You could be very well right. You know what the problem is with that, though? By the time she gets to later on, how many young girls who supposed to be walking a different path are going to be mirroring what she's doing here in the meantime? That's the problem. You see, folks get a chance to do this stuff in this big public forum with a big title like senator and stuff like that. She could do this, right? And then 20 years from now, she could regret what she did. 20 years from now, when they're pushing her to be VP or something like that, right? She could regret it. But how many people did you ruin, so to speak, in that time? You know what I mean? That's the issue I have with it. I think this Untouchable wanted to say something, then Zuli, and then we move on to the break. This Untouchable, go ahead.
No. I hear you, Koku. And I understand. She is in a position where she could possibly ruin many lives, but she could also be the person to suggest that I've made terrible decisions. Just, you could go back and she could even refer to them. Look at the decisions that I would have made. I think that, like I say, I think that sometimes you should allow people leeway sometimes. And I think that with the Black community is an extremely unforgiving one, an extremely critical one, in particular when it comes to each other. And I think that sometimes, like I say, she is in her 20s and she's thinking with a 20-year-old mind, and she's making 20-year-old decisions that she possibly wouldn't make when she gets older. And I am not, because I remember me in my 20s, you know what I mean? God forbid that was to be on social media. And I just don't want to be in a position where I don't want someone to weigh me so harshly. Like, there's a sister called Sha'Carri Richardson, I think. She's a runner. Yeah. 22 years old with a world talent, global world talent. And some of the things that she expresses at 22, when she turned 32, she gonna really reflect on some of the things that maybe I shouldn't have said that. Regardless of the fact that the Olympic talent that she has, you know what I mean? The world scrutinizes her to an extreme degree at 2022. And I think that there should be an oasis where she should be able to come to and say, well, at least these people don't judge me the way the world does. In particular, my own community. You know what I mean? Because they understand I'm 22 years old. You know, see me as a 22-year-old, even though the world sees me and judges me harshly like everyone else. My community shouldn't be so harsh on me. So I would be the person, or me and Brother Bakari would be the simps to grant her a particular oasis, because I know there is a place for growth in her life and the life of Sha'Carri Richardson and young sisters like these. I don't take the position where I scrutinize them so harshly. She's a U.S. senator. Well, I'm gonna say fuck the U.S., but regardless of the fact, she's taking out
fuck the U.S.
She's taking out white men's interest anyways. So I mean, shit. I mean, if she was a Gavi senator, maybe there's something different. Yeah, but what I would say was I don't scrutinize her the way the white world does. You know what I mean? She's my sister. She made a mistake, and I'm prone to forgive her because I know that there's room for growth.
From the word of a simp to yes, that's simp. She's 28. Sha'Carri Richardson is 22. I could understand Sha'Carri Richardson and her issue. If you use Sha'Carri Richardson for that, yeah, let's not judge her too harsh. This woman is 28. She's not going to change her mind because she's being supported by these group of people. Her constituents agree with her behavior. This is the problem with the black culture, that we are conservative by nature. We are not liberal. Where is all this thing talk about forgive? If they caught you on video doing something when you was 28, you was gonna be judged till today. She's a senator. She put laws in place. What are we talking about? She needs to be to be easy on her. No. Sha'Carri Richardson, different story. She's 22, 23, and she might be a little cuckoo. Yes, maybe her. But this lady right here does not get, because you know what? Her mentality is not going to change. Whatever she wants to implement is not going to change. She's like she's like 1 year for 30. A senator doesn't know not to sexually objectify herself. She wants that. That's what she is. What are you talking about? Yo.
I'll give the last word to the matron in the chat.
I'm sorry.
Quickly.
No, I just want to say I understand what Mr. Untouchable is saying, and to call someone a simp because he said he's giving a sister who's 29 shit. What if I talk about what I did when I was 29 or 30? But saying she have room for growth. But you call him a simp for taking up for the sisters, Azuli. But you damn sure was scared to talk about them Jews like that last week. A lot of smoke for the black folk, though. I had to throw that in there because I hear the difference in how you talk about black folks and when we talked about them Jews. Well, it's okay. Some of the things they do, but how your whole voice and demeanor, everything changed about you. I'm going to throw it in there every time.
Yes, you can throw it in there every time. I agree. It still don't take away from the fact that she's a 29-year-old woman twerking and then saying that for votes. I don't see no other race doing that.
Zuli, what if a Jew did do that though? What would you say?
What if
a Jew did do this video? What would you say?
She's a bird. That's a bird behavior.
Yeah. Okay. We'll look into Israel. Look at Israel and see what you're gonna say. He gonna be like, we're gonna look at the Israeli ads and see what you're gonna say. You're gonna be like, you can be like, well, that's a decent political campaign.
All right. In the chat, like I said, the learning curve gets the last word there. She is a senator. The expectation is higher when you have a higher position, and that's a black woman who's saying that right now too. Marcus McGee says, "What up, guys? What up to Marcus McGee?" Forecast says, "LOL." I'm gonna post Shoot the Breeze topic number 6, but we're gonna discuss it after the break. Shoot the Breeze topic number 6 is how the CIA uses social media. So I want you guys to hang around. We have this quick break and also have this announcement to make. So you guys hang around. We'll be back right after this.